Before we saw the light that's hopeless, out there pumping back, coming out again for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cooked up with weaponry. Say what's claiming life, ahead of life in jeopardy. And I know my mother won't success for me. But that easy take a real free that ecstasy. Remember when it was real, even though we did the wrong thing. My life would have been a lot different if I was under the wrong swing. The truth is still more wicked game. Shame the Lord's name that we are living from. I only ever want was to be respected for stand up. That road that's the man cause the man of God ever wanted was to be a gangster. And I know I was in danger. The shit is that I paid from the Lord's anger. Ran to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. And I know I was in danger. The shit is that I paid from the Lord's anger. Ran to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was going to die. No, I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I wasn't trying, not knowing that this ain't how we live. It's just how they design. It's like we in the streets, you get more than dinner. It ain't no telling what we don't like. Was like that restrictions. My father said, oh, I had to make a song fast. And I didn't care, I wanted freedom when I walked past. In the place where black man's blood is seen. I think the Lord wanted down was on Main Street. Kissing in the cup, back and forth the clock, out the DC school. I slammed left like I'm proud on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my shit, man, hear my voice. That's why I think we can't tell them I ain't have a choice. They said, God, in 50 I was gonna come to pass. The Lord told me out the world, and that's all right. It wasn't being gangster. And I know I wasn't danger. This shit is that I paid from the Lord's anger. Ran to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. And I know I wasn't danger. This shit is that I paid from the Lord's anger. Ran to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I.S.U.P.K till they hit the fan. I walked my way to throw, nigga, fuck the grave. All I wanted was to be a gangster. But I was running as a righteous man. And now I got the upper hand. Yeah, I promote this brand. You let all multitudes until they all understand. Fucking get that grind on. People be in the hands. So walk right back to his head. Listen on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jail. Shit, I needed out. But you was not dumping the judge for man on the shelf. Every time it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grind. I ain't trying to do shit that nobody but my hand. It's no these niggas dying last month. My time almost I ain't back here cut through. Cause all I ever wanted was the smash my focus. Don't be saying cash, not on it, wouldn't have. Get cut off, except what I told me. So niggas know I don't have to was a big gangster. I was a gangster. This is how I came from the Lord's anger. Ran to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I was a gangster. This is how I came from the Lord's anger. Ran to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. We are immune to fear. We are immune to harm. You see what I'm saying? You are stepped into a cesspool. You're the only one who can get infected.
Most High Christ, Most High Christ. You know what time it is, man. Another song about to tune up. Play Paul, just jump real quick. You understand? Most High Christ, man. You're now tuning live with the Hebrew speak with the Israelite school, the I.S.U.P.K, under command of Gen.YAHANNA. You know what time it is. I'm Captain Carter Rhyme, your host. I'm in the studio right now with Officer and Priest Yashama, you understand, holding it down with me. You understand? So, once again, Israel, it's time to gather yourselves together. We're in the feast of the dedication, the Feast of Hanukkah right now. Meanwhile, the rest of our people, they in the spirit of Christmas, going out celebrating. I was amongst our people, you know what I'm saying, this weekend, you know what I'm saying? And that Christmas spirit is strong, man. It's for sure strong, and it's for sure a pull to have you appease your woman or your children and everything like that. When our people were in utter hell. Our people were in utter hell. We destroyed, you understand? We the vomit of this goddamn country. We the footstool of an oppressor that is so evil that not only has he stolen the identity of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, he gives you a custom to celebrate that's about your king that is a complete and total lie. Like, this is where we at. The Lord said, gather yourselves together because we a nation not desired, even though we desire to do everything these other nations do. Keep all the customs of all these other nations. We've forsaken our own laws and our own culture. Once again, the Bible is black people's culture and Hispanic people's culture. And I also just want to real quick side note that thank the Lord for the Israelite school of UPK, bringing back these 12 tribes. I was amongst them, you know what I'm saying, these past couple of days, so many of them, you understand? And because of that goddamn language barrier, because we went into different captivities under our oppressors, different races and different families of our oppressors, the Spaniards and the English, you understand? It's a little barrier there. And our Hispanic brothers have grown up in a culture that don't look at them and black people as one. But the Lord said, gather together because we both hated in this earth. We both not desired in this earth. When I say both, I say Judah and Israel, man. When I say Israel, I'm talking about the 9.5 tribes. I'm talking about the Latinos and the Native American Indian tribes, man. We need our brothers to survive this hell. We need our brothers to survive all of the corruption that America is pushing on us daily. You understand? For the decree bring forth. Because listen, Jesus Christ ain't coming to put no gifts up under your Christmas tree, man. He ain't coming to put no gifts under your Christmas tree. He ain't coming back to sing no Christmas carols, sing no joy to the world and all of that, man. Right. Our Lord coming to bring fire to this land. Coming to bring fire to this society. And it's overdue. It's overdue. We go and go to Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4. And then we're going to get into our topic, man. I'm going to jump right into it. You understand? Then we're going to wrap it up with a little bit of the Feast of the Dedication. We're going to go into the Apocrypha, you understand, and read some of the glorious stories about the Maccabean Revolution, man. The Maccabean Revolt that was led against the Greek Empire. This is what needs to be in our spirit during these times, man. During these times where, you understand, it tastes so good to sin against the Lord. We have to bite our tongue. You understand? We have to bite our tongue and not eat any of the falsehood and any of the lies that America puts on us once again daily. We going out Christmas shopping and doing certain things and being with the family and enjoying things like that. But guess what? Guess what? We still being murdered by each other. Singing around that goddamn tree, man. You understand? Give me Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4.
In the book of Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4, there is one body and one spirit.
The Lord said there's one body and one spirit. Of course, you already know that that's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. This is the body that the Lord chose to lead blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You should already know that by now. You understand? All these so-called Hebrew Israelite camps, man, you've been ordered by Commander GEN.YAHANNA to take the fringes off the t-shirt, right, take them covers off, take them unks off, and all of that old garbage that you believe in. You understand? And bring yourself to the Lord's Passover, man. The only Passover authorized by the Most High. And it should be obvious who the Lord is dealing with. The Lord is not dealing with any other so-called Hebrew Israelite group on the face of this planet. All right? That should be evident. Keep reading.
even as ye are called in one hope of your calling.
Right, because you leave it up to your leaders. You leave it up to your leaders like Dwayne Wade. Your son is going to be a disgusting sodomite before he turned 11 years old. This is your only hope right here in raising your children. This is the only hope right here in leading your wives and leading your families, man, and bringing your families through this hell, man. This is your only hope. But out of this school, man, I don't know what I do. I don't know what I do, and I can only think of them just the disgusting things I will be in the eyes of the Most High, man. But for the sincere loyalty to this truth, I don't know what will happen to me, y'all. You understand? So think about our brothers and our sisters that's out there that their hope relies on some athlete, some effeminate athlete, and just because he bounced the ball and got millions of dollars for bouncing a goddamn basketball, he must know how the right way to raise his son. We about to go into this article, man, and it is absolutely disgusting. I cannot stand these leaders and stand the people who white society pushed as propaganda to be idolized by our youth. Just because you an athlete, because you rich, hey, tone the instance down. Just a taste, please. Just because you an athlete and you rich, don't mean you know anything. Don't make you a good father just because you're an athlete and you rich. Just because you could dunk a ball, it don't make you, you understand, wise. And the article we about to go into, man, it just shows you how when you love this society, you hate your children. When you love American society, you hate your children. You understand? And while we read the article, Yashima, you understand? Go ahead and read the title, right? And after you read the title, before we go into the article, I want you to pull up the family portrait, Dwayne Wade's family portrait. All right? Thanksgiving portrait. I want you to pull it up once you read the article. The title of the article.
Okay. The title is Dwayne Wade opens up about watching his son become into who she knows exactly as has come into.
It's so confusing. You can hardly read it right? It's so confusing of what the hell they're saying. You understand? You can hardly read it. It said the Dwayne Wade opens up about watching his son become who she is what?
Eventually has come into.
Who she has now eventually come into. Like, what the hell are you talking about? A son is a man. How can you put son with she? See, in the Israelite school of UPK, we love your children more than you. We show more love to Black and Hispanic children than their own mothers and fathers, man. Like, this man here is a poor example of a parent. And what Black women are? What Black woman can stand beside some cat that is obviously feminine and obviously a homosexual and let him look at what's going on? That's not the family portrait, though.
Or the family portrait?
Yeah, go open up another tab, right? Open up another tab and pull up the Dwayne Wade's Thanksgiving portrait, I think it was. This is what happened when you serve the society. Let me know when you got it. This is absolutely shows you that the love of America takes away your love of your family. That's why the Lord said you can't serve two masters. You can't serve two masters because the God of the Bible will never allow this. The God of the Bible will never allow this, man. And think at the time when we was in our kingdom, when we were obeying these laws under King David. Think about those times, man. We couldn't even fathom some mighty cat like this. And back in these days, Dwayne Wade, some 6'5" cat, he supposed to be on the goddamn battlefield, man. Swinging the sword with a shield. Man, hold up. I can't hold up. Ain't gonna look at that right now. You understand? Keep it right there. I ain't gonna look at it right now. You think about in ancient times, right? In ancient times, these cats on this basketball court, they 6'2", 6'7". Some of these niggas is giants, man. He's giant. He's 6'7" of bitch. You understand what I'm saying? Allow his son to dress like this. Now, this is what I wanted to pull up. And look at Gabrielle Union. She's just a fool, man. Like this, and this is why police don't respect us, man. This cat here, man, he's absolutely disgusting. All right? So you can read the article, but just keep this picture up right here.
Okay, come with conscience.
Go ahead, read it. Read it nice and smooth, all right?
Come with conscience. Let me bring it up on my phone real quick. So I can keep the picture up. Okay. It says, title, Dwayne Wade proudly opens up about watching his son become into who she now is.
Now stop. He said he speaks proudly. Now in this picture right here, this boy, this son right here, this boy, not no girl, this boy right here, they allow him to have long fingernails like Gabrielle Union. Long fingernails, a belly t-shirt. Like, what in the hell is going on here, man? Like, could somebody please explain this? I guess I gotta explain this a lot. You understand, bro? And this cat mind right here, the love of America. Because see, America is supporting Dwayne Wade and what he's doing. Because all this homosexual garbage that he has allowed to infiltrate his family, man. Like, this don't make you a good father. This don't make you a strong father by allowing your son to express his sexuality. Like, what in the hell is you talking about? He's your son for a reason. This boy right here is supposed to carry on your lineage. Now you telling me that you're going to allow him to have another man go up his behind? And you're gonna proudly speak on it with honor? Like this, like when you look at your son, like you want your son to be strong. I look at my son all the time, man. All my sons, both of them. And want them to be strong. Ain't 2 or 3 years old. I say, man, hey, put that down, man. Put that down. Hey. Don't cry, man. You ain't no little girl, man. Right. Stop calling that crying and all of that. Right. Because I want my son to be strong. You know why? Because he carry on my lineage. Now you're allowing your son to say she is becoming who he wants. Like America will pervert your goddamn mind, man. Right. Christianity will pervert your mind. This is a Christian household here. This is what Christians turn their household into. Just like Michael Johnson and that nasty old disgusting sodomite son he got. Like that boy Michael Johnson got, that boy that been molested. And it's either been by Michael Johnson or somebody very close to him. Because he is a flamboyant, just disgusting sodomite. Huh? And now this young boy is growing up in the same way. Like, this is disgusting, man. Keep reading.
Okay. You want to talk about strength and courage? My 12-year-old son has more than I had. The former Heat star says on Showtime.
He says, you want to talk about courage? My son has more courage than he does. Yeah, I believe, I agree with Dwayne Wade on that note. Because letting your son be lost in the confusion of his sexuality, like who knows what happened to this son, man? Like, to be a father, you got to teach your children right. That's why the Lord said, train up a child in the way they should go, man. This is not the way this boy should go. Right. And you are supporting and pushing him to destroy himself. That's how you don't love this boy, man.
Right.
You don't love this. You don't love your son, man. I do believe he got more courage than you because you are a goddamn coward, man.
Right.
You are a goddamn coward. Instead of stepping up into the eye of the media and saying, yeah, my son, came to my house and said he was a homosexual, and we don't agree with homosexuality in this household. But because you're a public figure, you trim your ways to seek love by the rest of the society. Give me that scripture. Thou shalt not trim thy ways to seek love. Any man that loves his son does not want his son to become a homosexual. And that is the absolute truth, man. Who gonna argue with me about that? How you gonna argue? Any man that loves his son does not want his son to take another man's rod in his behind and in his mouth, man. What the hell is wrong with you? That boy is you, man. He's you. Maybe Dwayne Wade like rod in his mouth and like rod up his behind. You know they be playing little games in their basketball locker, smacking each other on the butt. All of that nasty. And that's what GEN.YAHANNA brought out in North Carolina. Get GEN.YAHANNA a hand, man. Those places of exercise, man. Those places of exercise that come from Greek culture. And the Greeks was notorious homosexuals, man. Those places of exercise, what you call now, was them gyms, them stadiums, them football fields where these athletes practice. See, Dwayne Wade is a product of ancient Greek culture. And now his son thinks he's a sheep. Now his son thinks he's a sheep. My son is becoming who she, like you sound idiotic. You sound idiotic. And that was a quote from what he said, Yashima. He said, my son is growing up to who she's eventually going to become. Like you sound like a dumbass.
Right.
You a big old slow, stupid, I dribble the ball like shoot you like ducky. Big old just dummy, man. You understand? Read that scripture.
Salaki, is that Jeremiah 2:33?
Sound right? Let me hear you.
Okay. Why trimmeth thou thy ways to seek love?
Why trimmest thy ways?
Salaki.
Come on.
Why trimmeth thou ways to seek love?
Say, why you trimming your ways to seek love? You ain't seeking no love from the Most High doing this. You know the God of the Bible despises homosexuality, but they are Christian. And you think God allows this, man? You think God allowed this foolishness that you put in black people's face, man? You understand? Young black athletes, they want to, they want to score and be on the Heat and play NBA like Dwayne Wade, man. You going to trim your ways to seek love from a nation of people who have had blacks and Hispanics under siege since we got off the slave ships.
Right.
Forced false religions on us to believe in, got us celebrating, worshiping other gods, singing to a goddamn Christmas tree. You gonna allow your son to be a homosexual to please them, to seek love from them? Because once again, America is supporting this homosexual, man. The only way a man can even tolerate, the only way a man that has true masculinity, like the masculinity that you find in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, the only man who can tolerate their son being next to them with this type of, and look, he all on his shoulder, man. Like, man, what? My brother, these children should have stayed with their mother. Y'all heard about that, right?
Right. You
know, Dwayne Wade got full custody of these kids. This is the one case where them kids should have stayed with their mother, man.
Right.
Who in the, and listen, take it a step further, Yashima. Maybe when the boy was with the mother, who knows what happened?
Right.
See, when you're responsible for black people like Commander GEN.YAHANNA, and you taught to be a leader for your people, you got to investigate what happened to this child, man.
Right.
Dwayne Wade got full custody of his kids. Now all of a sudden his son think he is she. What happened over there with his mother?
Right.
What happened over there with his mother? You ain't going to investigate. You know why? Because you don't love that boy like that, man.
Right.
You don't love that boy like that, man. You don't give a damn about your son, man. Let him say around the house in front of his little sister like a goddamn punk. Wearing long nails like your wife. I guess him and your wife is just going to the nail salon and, you understand, getting pedicures and manicures and all of that. While you sit and say, yeah, he got more courage than me, yeah, you a goddamn coward, man. You a goddamn coward. I don't care how many basketballs you dunk. I don't care about how many three-point shots you shoot. I don't care how much this world loves you. I don't care how much this society reveres you. In the eyes of the Most High God, you are a coward. Shalom, my Lord Christ. You got hair, Peach? Oh, yeah. Most High Christ, you come on sit up here with me, y'all. All right, we're going to hold it down together. I got an officer bond in the building. This cat a bond. We're going to talk about a bond, too. This is my brother right here. Special cat right here. He got a chair right here, bro. We're going to hold it down. So, Yashima, you go ahead. You understand? Hold the article, and then we have a bond read the scriptures, or you know what I'm saying? We go back and forth. You understand? So we going into this Dwayne Wade character. Go ahead and give me some more of the article. Matter of fact, did we finish the scripture?
I got like another verse. Therefore, has thou also taught the wicked ones the ways?
He said, so, and you taught the wicked ones your ways. All you got to do now, give me a gift to store of the heart. What happened?
The Facebook computer went down.
Don't sweat, get it back up. He said, now you show the wicked ones your ways. You understand? Now go give me where it said gift to store of the heart. You'd have made millions of dollars prospering on that basketball court. You understand? Being an NBA superstar.
Right.
Now look at your son. This should show you that being in the NBA is not all of that special. It's not all it's cracked up to be. Especially when your family gonna end up like this. I feel sad for this little boy, man. Because he don't have a father like Commander GEN.YAHANNA. You understand? He don't have a father like Commander GEN.YAHANNA does. I mean, like we do. Excuse me. His father ain't austere like Commander GEN.YAHANNA. Most High Christ. A lot. Make sure we got a bond in the shop. You understand? So look at this cat here, man. Look at this cat. You understand? He said, and this is the thing he said, right? He said he proud of his son because she's growing into who she eventually is going to become. Like, do they even make any goddamn sense? How can you use son and she in the same goddamn sentence? Right. And not think to yourself like that sounds pretty stupid. You know what I mean? You're just in love with the whole pool of Christianity in this world. That's what you want to love with. You want to show everybody in the world that, hey, I'm raising my son. He's a transgender. He's a homosexual. I'm doing what society with the status quo says I should do. I'm supporting my son. Instead of come sit your ass down. Tell me what happened at your mother's house. What happened at your mother's house? Did somebody touch you?
Right.
Did somebody touch you? Did somebody put their hands on you? Tell me who it is. You know why? Because that's love, man. Right. That's what I would say to my son. Right. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? You my son. You carrying my seed, man. You're supposed to be strong, man, like me. But see, the way ain't strong. Right. Only way a man can allow this is if you got a little bit of that thing in you. You caught that bug. Right. In case you got a little bit of that juice in you. You understand? And the Wayne got a whole lot of it. Go ahead.
Down south, they say you got shit in his tank.
Yeah, shit in your tank. You know what I'm saying? Your wrist is broke. You understand? That's a note my father used to say. They were like, that nigga wrist is broke. You know what I'm saying? I used to hear him talking to his buddies and all that. That nigga wrist broke, man. You understand what I'm saying? Because you, at heart, are a homosexual. You know why? Because you love the nation and society that has cursed us and destroyed us since we got off them slave ships, man. You have betrayed your God, man, allowing your son to put himself into more mental anguish, man. Like any boy this age, he ain't even supposed to be really thinking about sex, man. Right. You understand? His sexuality, he's supposed to be running around watching whatever, TV shows he like, playing whatever sports he like. You understand? Give me something else. playing video games, those things that boys do. But I tell you what, we living in a different society now where they got it coming all through every area of the house. They coming through the phone, they coming through the TV, the tablet, just of homosexuality and the feminization of young black men. Right. And as a father, you're going to allow that in your house, and you're going to stand up proud and say, my son got more courage than me. Yeah, you're a total coward.
Right.
You understand? You got something you want to say?
No.
Both sides correct. Keep reading some more of that article.
It's like I got the scripture.
Okay, give me that.
In the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7.
Go ahead.
Surely oppress maketh a wise man mad.
Say, surely oppression make a wise man mad. Like this is a result of American oppression, of the Greek oppression. Once again, the Greeks built places where they worship their gods, places of sport, places of exercise. You understand? That's what the Greeks built. That's how they worship their gods, Athena and Zeus and Ares. They worship them with games that test their strength and games that test their speed. That's what basketball is. Basketball is a game of strength and speed and how you understand? That comes from Greek culture, man. And do the same thing that they're doing now. The Greeks would throw who? Israelites. Why? Because even back then, Israelites, we were the salt of the earth. We were good at sport. You understand? We were always stronger and more agile. The Romans put us in the Colosseums to fight the lions and the tigers, and we were the gladiators, man. That's how we uprose in Rome with serving Septimius Niger, man. You understand? Like that picture of that boy leaning on his father, so like a damn fairy, you understand, is a product of the white man's culture, right, of our slave master culture, that venomous culture you love called Christianity. Oppression should make you mad, man. You understand? To watch our sons and our daughters to grow up to be homosexuals and lesbians is a result of oppression. Right. You gotta stand up strong in this, man. Like we in hell, man. How are you going to allow your son to just say, Dad, I need to talk to you. What's going on, son? I'm a girl. I say, you know what? I'm gonna go upstairs. You're gonna sit here. I'm gonna come back down and we're gonna talk again. Right. And next time I come down here, you better have something a little more patient to say to me, because I'm about to lose. So I'm gonna go upstairs, I'm gonna sit down for a minute, and I'm gonna come back downstairs, and you're gonna tell me what is wrong. What is wrong? Don't hit me what they tell you on TV. Oppression should make a wise man mad. And if Dwayne Wade had any goddamn common sense, he would know that his son this is a result of oppression in American society. If you're being oppressed and brutalized by people who have always been homosexuals and always effeminized their sons and their men in war and different ways, and you see your son doing the same thing, you should already know, like, this is because America is so evil. And you got to teach your children that, man. I teach my daughters, I say, man, do you know how disgusting it is for these young sisters to be licking on each other like that, man? Why you gonna shield? Why would you shield your child from something they gonna have to encounter out in this world? Right. Oppression should make a wise man mad. I'm more mad at this than Dwayne Wade. Right. You understand? Like, I'm more mad that his son is becoming this way than he is. This dumbass thing is courage. The prophets of the Lord, we know different. Right. Keep reading on the article. We read the scripture. And the gift destroyed the heart. And the gift destroyed the heart. You got all that fame and notoriety from playing basketball. And yeah, and it destroyed your goddamn mind. It done destroyed your mind. And how could you say he and my son and she in the same sentence? It's because your mind is out of whack. It destroyed your mind. Any more on that? Read up. Go ahead.
I can add to it. It's just like in the story of the Maccabees, when the Greeks, in an effort to, to Hellenize their region, to get the juicy pork, they wanted to get not the common man, not the poor man. They wanted to get the rich men, the men of renown, to get up on that altar to sacrifice the pig and eat it. That's Americanized black people totally and destroy them, they have to get the rich of our people to become homosexuals. This is why you see every rapper, the jeans are getting tighter and tighter as time goes on.
Right.
Lyrics are getting a little more fruity as time goes on. Before you know it, they'll all be full-blown homosexuals. Well, that's been they're playing since Greece, since the time of the Maccabees, to infiltrate our culture and put their culture into it to destroy us.
Exactly. Exactly. And you were so right by saying they always get the ones that we look up to sin. You understand? That is an excellent, excellent point you brought out. They always get the ones who black people look up to.
Right.
The athletes, the rappers, the singers, that push that nasty propaganda of homosexuality. That's who they always get. They got Dwayne Wade. And guess what Dwayne is getting from America? Support. You know why? Because this destroys the black family.
Right.
This destroys the black family. Any other simple black family who says, man, Dwayne Wade is doing the righteous thing. He's standing beside his son. I'm going to do the same thing. That's how it started. Dwayne Wade is rich. He got money. He got power. You know what I mean?
Right.
He knows a little bit. Hell, he raising his son like that. You know what? My son's coming here like that. I'm going to have a conversation with him. I'm going to support him. Well, really, I wouldn't want my son around me like that.
Right.
I couldn't bear it. You know why? Because I love my son. He came out of me, man.
Right.
I want him to be strong.
Right.
I want my son to be a G. I don't want my son to be a homosexual. I want my son to be thorough. Any man who aspires great things for his son, I don't want my son to be a criminal. I don't want my son to be a brute and to hurt his people. But I want my son to be thorough, man. I want my son to be righteous. When I look at my son, I want to see myself. I don't wear no goddamn dress.
Right.
I don't wear no goddamn fingernails. I don't paint my nails and wear tube tops. What happened to this boy is a reflection of that man. And you're a poor excuse for a father, Dwayne Wade. Right. You are a poor excuse for a father. And truly, you don't deserve that family you have.
Right.
The Lord done bless you with them boys. They're going to be 6'6" like you. How tall is Dwayne Wade? 6'3", 6'4". You're going to make a whole family of 6'4" nasty homosexuals, man, with long fingernails and eyeshadow and makeup. For what? When they supposed to be the princes and the power of the Lord, tall brothers who supposed to be warriors, man, and leaders for their people. That's why the Lord blessed you with that height and all that agility to fight for your people. Right now, you fighting for the LGBTQS community or whatever the hell other letters they got. Keep on reading the article, what?
Okay, concept. Showtime's All the Smoke Productions Wednesday. Dwayne Wade is candidly revealing how he has changed as a parent and a person to better support his child Zion.
Listen, he said he changed as a parent. You're not a parent. A parent wouldn't stand for this. Go ahead.
Malachi Aaron.
That's his whole name. Let's call him Zion. That's his name. That's his little name.
Grow up.
They the name that kept Zion.
Yeah.
That's out of the Bible. Like, you black leaders are so disgusting, man.
Right.
You name them something Zion. When Zion is something that's glorious in the Bible. Black people, we Zion. The people, the children of the Lord is Zion. You gonna name your son Zion and let him walk around like a nasty homosexual, man? That's why the Lord will destroy you cats, man. You gonna spat in the Lord's face, gonna name your child son. I named my son something. He's like Kaparian. His name is Atonement. Raise the boy right. I named my son Vengeance. I want him to be strong, huh?
Right.
You named your son Zion. He got long fingernails and a goddamn tube top. You are not a good parent, man.
Right.
You're not a good parent. And you spit in the face of the God that gave you all those gifts to be able to dribble a basketball and score points on that court, man. Go ahead.
And if I could, I don't know what in West Hill the Christian church is teaching. Somebody had to have seen a scripture where it said, "A man shall not wear that which pertains unto a woman, and a woman shall not wear that which pertains to a man." A man isn't made to wear nails and tube tops and women's dresses. He's not to do that. So and on top of it, to call him Zion, it just shows the ridiculousness of the Christian church.
Exactly. And on top of that, he damn sure knows it's in there. You understand? But they don't believe in the God of the Bible. Right. They believe in Christianity, man. And Christianity don't serve the Bible. We about to go into it. That was the next couple of scriptures we were gonna pull. Right. You're supposed to allow your son to dress up like no woman, man. Keep reading the article.
Come. I watched my son from day one become into who she knows.
That's why he like this. This is why he say. This is why what you said about was so right. I lost my train of thought for a second. What you just said was so right. A man ain't supposed to wear pertain to a woman, but his son is a sheep. His son is a sheep. See how stupid you sound, man? That sound retarded, man. Like if I could just sit down with you and just like Dwayne, you saying your son is a sheep, man. Like what is wrong with you? Like you mentally sick. He been swept up into all the goddamn wisdom of this world and this foolishness with the Most High, man. It's foolishness. And this young boy right here gonna grow up, and because his father didn't stop him from hurting himself, the blood is gonna be on Dwayne Wade's hands, man. Right. Gonna let your son grow up like this, man. Do you know homosexuals live a very depressed life, man? Homosexuals suffer, number one, from depression. Right. And mental illness, man, and drug abuse. And you done let your son talk about something. He's courageous. Courageous for what? To bend over and let a rod go up his behind? Because you know ultimately that's what's gonna happen. It may be a little fun and cute to you now. What you gonna let your son be in the house and let some other guy, maybe you hear your son moaning and running from some homosexual sex, man? You gonna be able to tolerate that? If you do, it's because you are a nasty homosexual yourself. You are filthy homosexual yourself. Oh, hey, my son tell some meat. Sit up. This strong cat come downstairs with the red rag. You got him a bird. That's what I'm talking about, boy. That's good right there. Tell some meat, man. Right. The hell you perverted. Your son holding hands, bringing some boy home. Jesus Christ. Keep reading now.
Concept. Become into who she now eventually come into. The former Miami Heat player, just 37, says about the 12-year-old on Showtime, All the Smoke production Wednesday. And for me, nothing's changed in my love. Nothing's changed in my love. Nothing's changed in my responsibilities. So all I had to do now is get smarter, educated myself more.
So he said, nothing changed his love and responsibility for the boy. He said he just got to educate himself. You know, need to get in these I.S.U.P.K classes. Homosexuality is an abomination. Go ahead. You want to say?
If I can add too, just like Lil Nas X before he came out of the closet, quote unquote, he had an album coming out, a new single coming out. Tank before he came out had the album come out the next 2 days. Lo and behold, he more than likely is going to get some Showtime special out of this. And just what Jeremiah said several weeks ago on the Grill, hosted by Commander GEN.YAHANNA, in that in order to become famous, you're going to see more and more black celebrities come out as homosexuals and lesbians, and that's what's going on. Right. In order to get up in Esau's world, you have to give up, your natural spirit. Black people, you're moral. Black people, Hispanics and Native American Indians, in their nature, naturally, are not homosexuals, are not lesbians. But if you want to get up in Esau's world, if you want a new album, you want to go platinum, if you want a Showtime special, you need to become homosexual, and your children need to be homosexual and lesbians like Jada Pinkett Smith, etc.
Right. So exactly. You're so right in saying that, and that's exactly what he's doing. Because he's retired now. He don't play for the Heat no more. So how you gonna make your money? Right. How you gonna make your money now? So he said he gotta educate himself. He gotta educate himself. He go their doctors and their psychologists and the ones who did research and say, yeah, he's born this way. You listen to some stupid, disgusting Edomite tell you that your son was born that way. I would investigate what happened with that mother when she had custody of him. Right. That's what a wise man would do to any son, man. Right. And he started turning up talking about I like to wear fingernails and eyeshadow and toenail polish and all of that. Something went wrong, man. Somehow. Go ahead.
It's like, sir, he got more than one son though. So how come it's like that would be so confusing to me? Like, how come you feel like that, but they don't feel like that?
Listen, he allowed his sons is supporting their brother too. When I don't understand how that is. You following your father's footsteps, you letting your son, like, don't nobody love the child? Don't nobody love the child. What you doing to this child is not love. He said, my love and my responsibility that has not changed. It was your responsibility to find out why did this child and why did this young man who's 12 years old, 12 years old, why has his mind been so perverted in such a way? That was your responsibility. Not for you to say, okay, he's gay. Let me go and read a couple books, go look at a couple of documentaries, call up some of those guys I know. You understand what I'm saying? Some rich doctors, white doctors, some psychiatrists who studies this type of thing. You understand? Who's also probably homosexual and agrees with homosexuality. When there is no proof that a child can be born gay,
right?
That is a goddamn lie. But once again, your master is our oppressor. Your master is our oppressor. And what he says is gold. What he teaches is gold.
Right.
You understand? Keep reading.
And that's my job, Wade.
That's my job. It's your job to defend your children, man. It's your job to defend your children and defend your family. He's doing a very poor job, if you ask me. Keep reading.
Who is also father to Kabeah, Xavier, Zaire, Blessing, and is the guardian over nephew Devon, who's 18.
So the oldest young brother in this house is 18. So he's his guardian. He's his guardian. Did he have somebody's name was Blessing?
Yeah.
Somebody's name was Blessing. Like they're Christian. Mm-hmm. They are absolutely Christian. Zion and Blessing. Keep reading.
The proud father says Zion.
So read a little loud.
The proud father says Zion, and all his children inspire him. First of all, you want to talk about strength and courage? My 12-year-old has way more than I had, Wade said on the podcast.
Yeah, maybe because his 12-year-old came out and said he gay, and Dwayne Wade, well, maybe Dwayne Wade is too scared to say he's a homosexual.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's probably what it is. Dwayne Wade, he said, my son got more courage than me. Because his son came out and said, Dad, I'm a homosexual. So Dwayne Wade, when you gonna come up out of there, man? When you gonna come up out that closet, man? That big walk-in closet you got out there, man. Come on up out of there, man. Have some courage like your son, man. Like that is absolutely disgusting, man. To turn this perversion and to say my son got courage. My son is sick. I don't went on that radio show and said, my son is sick. Give my son some help, man. Something happened to him when he was with his mother. And I'm going to find out what the hell it is. That'll give me so much more respect for him, man.
Right.
For you to stand up and say that. But not in this world. Not in this kingdom. Not in this society. He'd have received what? Backlash. By saying because his son think he homosexual. Dwayne Wade, who a public figure, got such a problem with it. That'll took courage. That'll took courage. Just say, nah, man, I'm not raising my kids like that. And think of what black people would have thought, man. Black people would have been like, damn, that was solid right there. Now black people got a teeter and tie on the little damn, man, he is looking out for him. You understand? Causing us to be divided. With the black men that will never allow their sons to be homosexuals, and with the black men who want an easier life in America.
Right.
Because that's what it's all about. Like Officer Bond brought out, right? Keep reading.
You can learn something from your kids.
Yeah, but first you post, listen, that is such Christianity too. You can learn from your kids. Not my kids. My daughter's 11. What's she teaching me?
All right.
What's she teaching me, man? Listen, the Lord said this. It's Christ, the man, the woman, and the children. My woman, if my children teaching me anything, it's this new math they got to do that I ain't never do in school.
Right.
My daughter is in the 3rd grade doing geometry or whatever the hell it is. That's the only thing they're teaching me. You understand?
Right.
When you teach your children, you're supposed to teach them about life. Give me the scripture which say, train up your child in the way they should go, man. Give me that. You can learn from your children. Right. First, you're supposed to teach them, man. They're supposed to learn from you. This society got us so backwards, man. You can learn from your kids. He's 12. He needs you to teach him about all the things that he's going to fight and face and come up against in this kingdom, man. Being a black man in America. You got to teach him that. Now, since you're so Christian and you so much of love and he got so much courage, you understand? You're going to let your son teach you that it's better for him at 12 years old to be homosexual than for you to be a father.
Right.
Than for you to stand up and be, my son has been abused, and I'm going to find out who it is.
Right.
And then go on a rant for all the other black sons that have been abused and turned into homosexuals and murderers.
Right.
Because men that been molested don't always put on their dress and long fingernails like this little boy.
Right.
Some of them start shooting up the goddamn neighborhood.
Right.
Start robbing and raping women.
Right.
This ain't no lifestyle you want your son to be in, man. You're supposed to teach him that. You ain't supposed to let him teach you. Go ahead, Amon, you got it?
Okay.
Read.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 6.
Then hold on 1 second. Then Yahshua, give me said when we ought to be teachers, we needed to be taught again. Give me that scripture.
So like, what was it?
He said, at the time, you know what I'm saying, Amon, it's the time when we ought to be teachers. We must needs be taught again. Look up that scripture. Go ahead, Amon.
Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6.
Go ahead.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Do what?
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Train up a child. It's the reason why the Lord is saying train up, because he got to grow up. And as he grows up, you got to train him. You got to teach him. What are you teaching this boy, man? Or is he teaching you? He teaching you how to be a better homosexual. Like, help me understand, man. What is going on here, man? Man, you been to college. Break this down. Break this down. Help me understand why he's saying you learn things from your kids. You're supposed to be a goddamn leader. Your kids supposed to revere you and learn from you. That's why I command GEN.YAHANNA says the Father. I can count. I'm going to lose my fingers trying to count how many things Commander GEN.YAHANNA has taught me and Joe Hyman has taught me. I ain't talking about things in the Bible. I know how to hang drywall because of Commander GEN.YAHANNA and do carpentry because of Commander GEN.YAHANNA, man. The hell is he talking about? I know how to put a goddamn sink in the countertop because of Commander GEN.YAHANNA, man. I ain't teach myself them things, man.
Right.
You're supposed to teach your children. Your children ain't supposed to be teaching you that in this society. And then to let your child teach you that it's okay to be gay. Are you just a sad, sorry excuse for a father? And once you realize it, once you look in the mirror and say, I'm a poor father, then maybe you can help the little boy and bless him and all the rest of the kids in your goddamn house.
Right.
Because you know what's coming next. It's all right for him to be gay. As soon as the white man say it's all right to be a pedophile, your little daughter gonna be in trouble, huh? Your little daughter, then what you gonna do? You can say, I'm gonna go educate myself. Why does this cat love my 2-year-old? And I'm gonna accept it, and I'm gonna love it because children can teach you things. You sound like a dumbass, man.
Word.
You got that scripture for me out?
Come kind.
Read.
In the book of Hebrews, chapter 5, verse 12. For the time ye ought to be teachers.
For the time when you ought to be teachers. Like you're 37 years old. Your son is 12. You're supposed to be training them, raising them, teaching them, breaking stuff down to them. Like I said, I talk to my daughters because I know they're going to be young ladies eventually. You hear how Dwayne Wade talking to his son, like say I'm proud of my son because she's eventually going to grow up into eventually. See, I can't even say that dumb stuff what he's talking about. But I talk to my daughters knowing that eventually they're going to grow up to be women. That's why I say cover up yourself. Even when they're in the house, go put some pants on. All of them. Go put some pants on. Just because you're in the house with me, go wear the blood shorts, put some pants on. Cover yourself up. Don't be letting no little boys be all up in your face. Little boy go up in your face, let me get out your face. Anybody touch you, you know what to do.
Right.
You ought to be teachers. And what should you be teaching? The laws in this Bible. Your whole morals went out the window because you didn't let your 12-year-old son teach you something. And you let the love of this society be what you love and what you serve and what you obey versus what the Most High teaches us. They're going to name your child Blessed in Zion and spit in the Lord's face.
Right.
Keep reading, Yashima.
Come on. Ye have need that one teach you again.
Yeah, this halfway ain't Dwayne's fault. Dwayne Wade's fault. Who knows what his dad taught him? Jesus Christ. Maybe it was that mother that taught him. So maybe he respects femininity. Look that up for me. See if Dwayne Wade was raised by his father. Let's find out. Let's go all the way into this thing. You know, priests and prophets of the UPK. We investigate, man. We investigate.
Right.
Number one, without investigating, like I said, is what happened to that child when he was with his mother.
Right.
When he was in his mother's custody. That's what I want to know, one. And then two, what happened to Dwayne Wade that he don't, you know, like he don't realize what's going on. Like you just so oblivious, like I'm gonna go educate myself. Nigga, you don't need to educate yourself on nothing. Be a man.
Right.
What man would like another ride in his behind? But see, according to America, a lot of men like it. That's the problem. You think a lot of men, you think it's a natural affection when it isn't.
Right.
It's extreme disgust, abomination according to the Most High. Keep reading, Yashima. He said, listen, when you ought to be a teacher, you need to be taught again. Like Dwayne Wade, you need to be taught this book. You need to be taught the Bible. Not from your preaching. Not from your preaching. Naming your child blessing and all that. You think this is a goddamn blessing? Your son gonna be cursed. He gonna be punished, man.
Right.
And you gonna be punished too. You gonna be punished too. And that silly Gabrielle Union, man. Starting to like her either. That silly Gabrielle Union, like these celebrity families are like Abban said, are pushed in the public eye of black people in all of their perversions, in all of their deviance, so that black families who also love America will copy and emulate the same thing. And the next thing you know, black men are effeminate. They're effeminate, man. I seen another movie. I might spoil it for you because I gotta bring this out. It's a movie where they in some type of game, right? And in the game, they got characters. So the black man, big, strong black man who playing football as an athlete like this cat, in the movie, in the game, one of the characters that he gets swept up to is a white woman. Like the black man, you know what I'm saying? They like characters. I think it's called Jumanji or something. You understand? So the black man, the big, strong black man, the only black man in the film, at some point in the movie, he end up in a white woman's body, and he's having the time of his life in the goddamn movie. He jumping and dancing and saying, man, this is great. I almost threw up. I said, man, I cannot believe we ain't here watching this goddamn movie. They effeminated a black man. Like, he liked it better in a white woman's body. That's all I see. Like, that was ridiculous.
Right.
It was ridiculous and disgusting. Any more in that scripture?
Concept.
Go ahead.
Which be the first principle of the oracle of God.
Yeah, you got to be taught, man. You ain't learning nothing in that Christian church. You ain't learning the goddamn thing, man. And while you wasting your time in that Christian church, your child becomes more and more and more and more engulfed into what America wants them to be, man.
Right.
You understand? Read some more of the article.
Come on, concept.
Go ahead. You just got the Facebook back up?
Come on, concept.
How long ago?
Been up for 22 minutes.
No sweat. Come on, let's go.
Hold on, it's like Okay.
Come on.
Come on, Council.
Just read with the article you left off.
Okay, come on, Council. The proud father of Zion and all his children inspire him. First of all, Salaki.
Come on.
You should learn from the kids. The NBA star added that he and wife Gabrielle Union talked about making sure our kids understand the power of their voice. We want them to be whoever they feel that they can be in this world.
Listen, he said you want them to be whoever they feel they can be. What if one of your sons saying, listen, Dad, I like to kill people, man. I like to sell drugs. Then is it going to be wrong? Hey, you let Zion be what he wanted to be. I want to be what I want to be. I want to be a cocaine cowboy. Why can't I be that? You going to love me still? Like that whole thing about be what you want to be, that in itself is Christian. Saying you could be what you want to be. And here we would what the Lord say we're going to be.
Right.
Righteous men, prophets, devout men. You want to play basketball, you can shoot a ball, but don't start worshiping the Christmas tree.
Right.
Don't start celebrating Christmas and believe, teaching your kids about Santa Claus. I guarantee you Dwayne Wade got a Christmas tree in his house. I guarantee you. He got a Christmas tree full of gifts in that goddamn house. You want to throw a football, throw a football. But don't be a sellout. Don't be a sellout. You say you be what you want to be. You understand? Whatever you want to be, whatever the Lord gives you the gift to do in this world, do it. But know that it's the Lord that gave you the gift, so you got to serve the Most High.
Right.
Keep reading.
That's our goal. Understand you can be whoever and you can be whatever.
He said you could be whoever and whatever. Like that's that whole sexual perversion. Like you can be whatever you want to be. If you want to be a man, if you want to be a woman, if you want to be both. Like God, that sounds like total just confusion. It sounds like confusion. And that's what's going on all in your household. A bunch of confusion. You confused, your son is confused, and now you telling black people in this podcast, like, yeah, my son told me you can be what you want to be, or be who you want to be, or be what you want to be. Keep reading.
He continued, adding that comes with helping them navigate not only sexuality, but growing up as a young black man. So I
say that again.
He continued, adding that comes with helping them navigate not only sexuality, but growing up as a young black man.
Yeah, so now he a young black man. See, I don't understand it, Mark. Is he a he or a she? Which one is it? He growing up as a young black man, or is he growing up as a young black woman? Which one is he going to be? You know how hard it is for a black man thinking he a black woman in America, man? I guess you like, come on, man. What college did he go to? Did you find out that?
Marquette, yeah, he went to Marquette University. His parents divorced when he was 4 months old.
Oh.
He had stayed with his father. When his parents divorced, he had stayed with his mother was given custody. Then at 8 years old, his older sister, Tragil, tricked her brother into thinking they were going to the movies, only to leave him to live with his father and stepmother. Wade visited his mother on occasion until his father moved the family to Robbins, Illinois, after which Wade would not see her for 2 years. So he didn't see his stepmother his mother for several years. He grew up in Chicago. You know, R. Kelly. Chicago, they seem to have a big problem with molestation. I'm not sure what's going on. There's a lot of nonsense going on over there in that city.
That's most majority of the city's blacks and Hispanics. And let me tell you something. Like you dig deep in the research, you find out that he come from a broken home, man. Yeah. Some sister that will take him to the movies, and the whole time he taking him away from his mother. Yeah, but Dwayne Wade suffering from mental anguish as well, hardships as well. You understand? But that don't mean you're supposed to let your son grow up to be whoever or whatever he wants to be. You teaching young black men to grow up this way while we getting murdered by the cops, man, getting murdered by the police, getting falsified evidence put on us, and on top of that, you teaching young black men to be a sissy. Better not let Dwayne Wade come to your basketball camp, man. Don't let Dwayne listen. Don't let Dwayne Wade in the basketball camps. Don't let him up in them camps, man. You understand? Them old basketball camps, you know the basketball camps that they have in the community that the kids go to, and they be bringing back. Do not let Dwayne Wade in there, man, because he is silly and simple, and he don't understand what it's like to be a black man in America. Like, how could you even say, I try to help them navigate their sexuality? You understand what I'm saying? And grow up to be black men in America. Well, you don't even understand what it's like to be a black man in America. You living in that goddamn house, you rich, you have money. You don't know what it's like to be out here in these streets, man. You don't know what it's like to be in these trenches. That's why you let your son grow up that way. Because you don't know what it's like to be a black man. You are detached. You are detached from what it's like to be us. Go ahead.
Yeah, if I could, sir, he hasn't been black since Marquette. He went to Marquette University at that level, Division I. You know, they get tour buses where they need to go.
Come on.
They stay at 4- and 5-star hotels. Forget if you go, March Madness. You go to March Madness, you travel, they're giving you the best. They want you to be as, refreshed mentally as you can for those games. Because, that tournament's very taxing on your body. You're playing, how long that has 40-minute games every day.
Right.
Full pace against, Division I world's best athletes, the children of Israel. So, they make sure those athletes are well taken care of. And then he goes to the NBA.
Yeah.
He hasn't been black since 18. Most of his life, he's lived the white man's life.
Right. So he been getting the treatment with the brother saying. Yeah. Officer Barley, he been getting the treatment. That's why he don't understand, man. You don't know what it's like, man.
Was he in a sorority or anything like that?
Oh, I didn't see that. Fraternity.
Fraternity. If he wasn't a fraternity, he probably got.
Most likely was. That's what they do. You understand? But read some more of the article.
In addition to having open conversations, Wade said it is also critical to look inside yourself and examine your possible reaction or prejudgment. Prejudice. Go ahead. So me and my wife are having conversations about, us noticing that, Zion once wasn't on the boy vibe that Zaire was on.
So he's saying you got to look into yourself and see if you're going to have, if your child says you something, you're going to have some prejudice reaction. That reaction that you have for your son, thinking he a homosexual, that's not prejudice, Al. That's love for your son. You shouldn't ignore that. You shouldn't ignore that, man. You shouldn't ignore what it feels like to hate the fact that, or despise the fact that your son coming to you telling you that he's a homosexual. Or he feel like to be a homo, he feel like he likes boys, or I want to be a little girl. I'm not a little boy, I'm a little girl. He's saying you got to look inside yourself and see if you're going to have a prejudice response. That was the right response. Remember earlier when he said, you got to be more responsible? That was the responsible response to say, that's not prejudice. And he get that word prejudice because why? Of the whole system of how so-called homosexuals have been treated in America over time. He's saying you can't be prejudiced. Why? Because that's what they push in America, not to hate homosexuals. That homosexuals should be allowed to love and do the things that they want to do and be to whoever they want to be or be what they want to be. So he said, I can't be prejudiced when that's not being prejudiced, man. It is wrong what the homosexuals are doing. It is wrong to be a homosexual. You understand? Keep reading.
Concept. And I had to look myself in the mirror and say, what if your son comes home and tells you he's gay? What are you going to do? how are you going to be? How are you going to act?
Listen, he's saying I gotta look at myself in the mirror and say, what if my son come on be gay? I look at myself in the mirror, if my son come on be gay, he gonna run out of here so fast. He gonna run the fastest he ever run. And he tell me that.
Right. Damn right.
That's what I mean. When you say look at myself in the face, like I look at myself in the face and I see a man. If I'm raising a young man in my house and he come in and tell me he want another man to love and to hold in the bed, it's going to disgust and detest me to where he going to have to get the hell out of my face because I love the boy.
Right.
And I told him to be a man.
Right.
I told him to be a man and a brother. And you're not a brother by going up another brother's behind, man.
Hell.
You understand? He said, you got to look at yourself. How you going to act? I'm going to lose my goddamn mind.
Right.
Because I actually got wisdom. I know it's because of what's going on out here in TV in these schools. And forget about these schools of mine. I go to the goddamn school out to check on the incident. They got rules hindering punishments on kids. Like they can't suspend it. Like if a child is in the 3rd grade or below touch another child on the butt, they don't get suspended. They get in-school suspension. I said, what the hell are you talking about? I said, so they should just be free to touch whoever they want. They said, well, we can't. This is state law. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's the same kids in these schools. I got the whole pamphlet, brother. The same kids in these schools who running around, if they on the 5th grade or under, I believe, 5th grade or under, and let's say they touch a girl on the butt, they will not suspend them. They will give them in-school suspension every single time. Meaning it's against state law to suspend it. Meaning whatever these kids is learning in their households, and then it's always they say, well, we talk to the parents and say, well, I'm not teaching my son that. They lying. When I say I ain't teaching my children that, the proof is my children don't touch your children. My children don't touch your children. That child has been touched. Maybe he was touched in school. Right. State law says, well, we can't do nothing about it. They just ain't touching each other and they'll be in school suspension, in detention, touching each other. Like this whole society accelerates our kids being homosexuals and deviants, man. Right. It's disgusting, man. Give me Deuteronomy 23:17 up, man. Come. Keep reading the article.
Come. It ain't about him. He knows who he is.
He said he know who he is. Your son is 12 years old, man. He know who he is. Keep reading.
It's about you. Who are you?
Yeah, that's what I would like to know, Dwayne Wade. Who are you? Are you a nasty homosexual, Dwayne? Do you have thoughts of homosexuality? Do you have intimate thoughts about laying with another man? And that was vital into his whole speech on that platform. He said, you got to look yourself in the mirror. He looked himself in the mirror and said, I'm gay. So I can't be prejudiced. If my son says he's gay, that would make sense to me. Right. It wouldn't make no sense the other way. That was the only way you could be prejudiced. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, if I'm a drug dealer, how can I say you can't be out here selling drugs? Right. That'd be prejudice, right? If I was a drunk, I couldn't say you guys not being drunk now. That's prejudice. Right. So if your son say dad I'm homosexual and you're a homosexual, you can't be prejudiced. Right. Because you're doing the same nastiness that your son wants to do. Right. So how can you be mad at it? Right. How could you be mad at it? Give me that scripture.
Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 17.
Go ahead.
There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
There shall be no whores of the daughters of Israel. No whores. That's another thing running rampant among blacks and Hispanics. Our black women getting rich off being whores when they don't want to be whores. Like I listened to that sister Cardi B out. That Cardi B, she didn't want to be no whore. And you can tell now that she got a little money and she ain't got to do things for money anymore. She's just a regular old sister. That's why you ain't supposed to whore out your sisters, man. Keep reading.
Nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
Nor what?
Sodomite of the sons of Israel.
Now, this young boy is probably about the age of King David when he killed that lion and killed that bear. He young, tender, and delicate. That's what the scriptures say. He tender and delicate right here, this cat. You're going to let your son be a sodomite? He's 12. You don't never want him to feel the warmth of a woman out? And what is wrong with it? You got your woman, then had your children. You ain't even a brother to your son, man. Ain't even enough of a brother to say, man, look, man, I got a beautiful wife, man. I got to get you one of these. Gabrielle Union is a beautiful woman. Right. You want your son to have some hairy face, nasty homosexual like you? You ain't even a brother, man. Right. To let him to grow up and have children. 2 men can't have children. You go try to educate yourself on that. Talking about, I just go educate myself and look at myself in the mirror. Go look yourself in the mirror and educate yourself. 2 men can't have children. But you have children. You know how glorious it is and how much of a blessing it is to have children? You don't want your son to have the same or have the opportunity to have his children. That's how you navigate sexuality. They ain't navigating sexuality and say, oh, you gay? Okay, well, here. Go to your mother's closet. Go pick you out a tool top, fingernail polish, and let's get it on. What the hell are you talking about, man? Go ahead. You had to say something, Yeshua?
I'm about to pull up one of these pictures right quick.
Oh, man, he about to piss me off. Jesus Christ, read that again.
Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
No sodomite of the sons of Israel. He named his son Zion, man. He named his son Zion. You about to pull up something?
Yeah, it's right there. It says my girls. Picture of them.
See, and this black woman supporting that stuff, man. Like, we in a bad way because of that Christian church, man. Where is that?
Select.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, while the brother gets that picture, like now you see how in Sodom and Gomorrah, remember it said the young and old come past the house roundabout to rape or lie with those 2 angels.
Right there.
That's the same thing going on right now. You can't be some little boys playing with goddamn tights and monster trucks. You got to be interested in your sexuality. Well, they're interested in their sexuality at a young age in Sodom and Gomorrah as well.
This is all right. So you so right about bro. He said young and old.
Yeah.
Young sodomites, old nasty sodomites. It's old nasty sodomites. This is you ain't holding up her daughter and the little boy saying, my girls. Like they disrespected this little boy, man. Right. Like they don't care about this boy, man. Not like we do.
Right.
Not like we do. Talking about my girls, man. Give me Romans 1:26. This is disgusting. This is why right now, while we in the Feast of Dedication, this is what we casting down, man. This is the memory of that Maccabean revolution, that Maccabean revolt, that uprising, that Judas Maccabees and his sons and those righteous brothers led against the Greeks. Spiritually, that's what we do. The tearing down of strongholds. Homosexuality is building itself up spiritually to be a stronghold in the black community. And how is it being held up? By your Christian church. That's how it's being held up. Homosexuality is being held up by your Christian church. What else is being held up by your Christian church? White supremacy. Those are the strongholds we tear down out there on them street corners, man. Right. Prophesying out there on them street corners. Ripping down that Christian church, because when the Christian church falls, a whole idea of homosexuality being beautiful and love and hearts and kisses, it's going to fall too. Go ahead and read it.
Romans chapter 1 and verse 26. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections.
Vile affection, man. Like the relationship Dwayne Wade has with his son is a vile affection, man. Right. You supposed to teach your son. Your son is a product of you. And in the Israelite school of UPK, because we know this Bible, your son is your ancestor, man. He your ancestor, man. How you gonna let him come back into this earth like that, man? He don't understand that, of course. It's going over their head. But I'm just saying.
Right.
How you gonna let him come back in the earth like that, man? David called Solomon Lord. He called him Lord. How you gonna let your son, how you gonna let your Lord, somebody that's more ancient than you, and you understand the Lord give you to protect, and you just gonna let him pervert himself, man? Like, that is vile, man. That is vile. What you doing to your son? And he stood on that podcast like, yeah, man, you gotta educate yourself, and it's really about you. He almost gave himself away on that podcast. He almost gave himself away on it. See, hey, you know what, Yashima? See if you can find the actual video of Dwayne Wade on that podcast talking about his son. Keep reading.
For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Let's talk about the sisters. Right. Let's talk about the sisters being these nasty lesbians and all of that, man. Running around here with fake rods and all of that, man. Right. Perverting themselves. Perverting themselves. My friend told me the story the other day. She had some so-called lesbian at her job. Turned up, said, man, yeah, man, I'm scared. She said, why? She said, I'm pregnant. Your ass, like, listen, they be in them goddamn relationships. Look, I'm confused. The bond is like, how the hell did that happen? Because she wouldn't have sex with a man. And she, her boss said, oh, right, of course. Listen, Bond like, what are you talking about, Cap? Listen, the broad came to my rib, was like, man, you know, I'm scared to go to my girlfriend. She my rib like, man, what you talking about? She said, because I'm pregnant. Because your ass, you know, it ain't natural for you to have that nasty, cold ass in between your legs every goddamn night. You want something warm and hot on command. You understand? That's something get out the door. You gotta remember to bring that thing with you, like your wallet. Like, I got my wallet, I got my rod. Lesbians is ridiculous with that garbage. You understand? And really, you ain't a homosexual. You want a man because that's what's natural. That's your natural use for you to be caressed and taken by a man. Keep reading.
Verse 27, and likewise also the men.
Also who?
The men.
Go ahead.
Leaving the natural use of the woman.
Even the natural use of a woman, right? Like even his sister Gabrielle Union, like she ain't nothing like that mother with them 7 sons. That woman in Maccabees with them 7 sons that raised them boys, that was a strong black woman. She ain't though. This black woman is not. That black woman should stand up and say, listen, my Lord, with all due respect, you should not be raising a boy like that. She should be looking at Dwayne Wade sideways. Do you know how my wives would look at me if I did something like that? If I let my sons wear something purple, they're like, Kyle, what's going on? You don't never let me your sons wear nothing like that. I don't even like my sons with certain blankets on. I said, give them the blue blanket. You understand? Find the blue. I don't give a damn where you're going in a hurry. Find the blue blanket. Because the pull for your son to be a homosexual, you got to understand it. That's why a black man, you're supposed to be a defense for your family. Even the men, even the natural use of the woman. Like she should look at Dwayne Wade in some type of way out. Like she should be looking at him a little side-eye, like, you know, something wrong with you, man. Letting this boy grow up like that. But she called him my girls. Got the little girl, and his son saying, these my girls, man. Like, that is so disgusting and shameful. And if the boy had any sense, if the boy wasn't being so traumatized and wasn't being lied to, he would know that them people don't love him like that, man. They don't love him like they love themselves. All right? Keep reading.
Burn in their lust one toward another.
Yeah, this is lust. This is about lust. All right? This is about lust, man. You understand? I don't know that about the young child so much, man, because once again, he young, man. He young. He felt something or experienced something, and he got confused. You were supposed to navigate him out of that, man. To show him that it was the wrong thing to do and punish him, man. You got something like?
So like if I made, I got the actual video, but I don't know how far into it is going to be.
Oh, sweat. Let's put it up, play a little bit of it. Let's see. But once again, it's a lot. I went off my point for a second. That's why that woman and her 7 sons, that's why she remembered. That's why she remembered. She didn't let her sons grow up and be no homosexuals like the Greeks. The Greeks had to kill her sons before they ate that pork. I'm sure it would have been the same if they wanted them to do homosexuality act. Eating pork and being a homosexual ain't no different in the eyes of the Lord. You're still a sinner.
Right.
You understand? She raised them boys up right. When they choose death over sinning the Lord. And that's how you got to raise your children, right? Right. You got to show them that death is better than sinning against the Most High God. Sinning against your power. They're going to name the boy Zion. Come on, man. Come on, man. We're going to pull up.
Tell me what it was like joining custody of your kids, because that normally doesn't happen for athletes. Never. Yeah, never. That was a tough time for me because, you know, when I decided to go for custody, I really didn't have a lot of examples. I didn't really have too many people I could reach out to and say, bro, like, how was the process? You know what I'm saying? It'll give me confidence that I even can, you know, stand a chance. So I think for me, man, it was uncharted waters, but it was all about just being in my kids' lives. And unfortunately, that was the way I had to do it, you know, because of how our relationship went. But once I got the opportunity to be there, you know, more, I think it was beneficial for both of us. I needed them and they needed me. You know what I'm saying? And then just even now, you know, I got Zaire, you know, he's a basketball player. And he's trying to navigate through this world of, you know, having his father's last name. That's it. You know what I mean? Having his father's last name, looking like me a little bit. And people have an expectation of how he should be. That's what he should be. You know what I mean? And like, that's been tough. You know, as a parent, to try to help him navigate. You know what I mean? I think I could give him all the game in the world, but ultimately, I've never lived the way that he's lived. I didn't grow up with a famous dad and famous stepmother. Right. And so his means. Yeah, his means to.
We talked about this at All-Star in LA. When I introduced you to my son, you introduced yours, and they both was like real shy. I was like, bro, they didn't come up like we come up. They're trying to make me tough. Yeah. But now they can do something to switch now. Like, he had totally different player than what the All-Star games in LA. He's totally different.
Yeah, he's totally different. And I mean, the biggest thing is we talk about this. And I think you hear Brian even said, but Brian, you want to have fun. You want to love the game. First and foremost, be a great team.
Try to skip over
it's all about, I understand what basketball did.
Just a little bit, go into it.
We learn so much to like the game about basketball. Learn how to play. Learn how to play without the ball in your hand. You got to learn how to sacrifice. You got to learn how to. And it's tough in this senior season, right? But what I'm trying to do mentally is build something else. It was a simple stuff. Like, you know, they weren't here for the weekend, and now they stand. So now I'm like, oh, okay, what kind of beds they need? What kind of sheets they need? What kind of.
So let's find the part where we start talking about the little boy.
I support them differently.
There you go. Hold up, let play.
And so far as working,
I don't think it's the same as the love. That's the other thing.
The love is there.
That's the only thing.
That's what's most important, man. The love. You know, we've seen recently the social media stuff, and you know how supportive you are with your youngest son, and feeling comfortable enough to come out, and you guys being so loving and supporting. And it gives me chills right now even talking about it, because the negative backlash got like really bothered me. Like, I'm on social media arguing people like, what the fuck are you talking about right now? You know what I mean? Like that unconditional love. But touch on what that is like, being a professional Hall of Fame player, playing in a masculine sport, and then your son being a homosexual, and then being comfortable enough to have that kind of communication with you at such a young age. I think it's important. Yeah, it's first of all, you don't talk about strength and courage. I'm incredible. My 12-year-old have way more than I have. No, I mean, you can learn something from kids, right? You know, but we talk about making sure our kids be seen.
Legal age of consent is like 18 in some states in the country. So
Understand that they're
how can you choose
you know, we want them to be whoever they feel like.
Says like Matt Barnes, the guy, the other brother that's talking, saying, you know, he was arguing with people with the tattoos on his hand. His name is Matt Barnes. He was an NBA player as well. He said to Dwayne Wade, you know, such and such, how do you handle it, being that your son is also homosexual? In many states across this country, the legal age for consent to sex is 18, 16, etc.
Right.
You can't be 12 years old and choose your sexuality. That's child endangerment in and of itself, just like with Alicia Keys.
Right.
You can't be a homosexual at 12 years old because
Right.
you can't choose your who you have sex with until you're 16 or 18. He's not even at an age to say, I want to have sex with anyone in the United States of America. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Right.
If this were the other way around, now, of course, we're not saying it's right if you were having sex with women at that age, but if it were the other way around, he'd be looked at as a child abuser.
Now, come on, man. If
Abuser,
you 12
dangerous
running around knocking somebody's jaws out,
Yeah,
you understand? On a girl that's 12 too,
Right.
you be like, man, you need to slow down, man.
yeah.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? What you doing? You're a little kid. But all of a sudden, that's an extra point. All of a sudden, he want to be gay. Nice, man. It's such a good thing. You want to say something about it?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
slack the shirt, because if I may, he's like, how did you feel when your son came out? And he's 12, like, what you mean? Like, he's like, the question was, how do you feel when your son came out and told you that he was a homosexual?
Right.
So it's kind of weird. That whole conversation is weird.
Yeah, you know what this shows me? Don't send your kids to the NBA. Yeah. All these is NBA players. Right.
Yeah.
Don't let your sons go to the NBA, because they all gonna be soft like these cats up here, man. They soft, man. You talking about letting your son do this, and then the other cat, what's his name?
Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes.
Yeah.
This cat told me something, man. Yeah, man, I see you supporting him, and I'm more with you. Arguing like, oh, y'all gay, man.
Right.
Y'all all just gay, man. Don't let your sons go to the NBA, man. Go ahead.
Remember, you had Dwight Howard. They got him on tape. He would sit down. Dwight Howard was caught with a transsexual.
Right.
He would sit down. You know, when the basketball players, they take a break, they walk and sit down.
Yeah.
They would sit down in those chairs. When you sit down in the chairs, you can see in one of the clip, he got his hand in between a man's legs, like you do with your woman, you know, after you're at home. He's got his hand in between, grabbing on the man's jaw.
Yeah, and then like, if I may, I don't mean to cut you. He will walk over to the player and grab his rod and sit next to him.
Yeah, like we'll just grab his rod.
Just
It's all
go for the
tape.
rod and just sit there like that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it's-
disgusting. I'm glad I stopped playing basketball. I went to the streets. After the 10th grade, it was no more basketball for me. Salaki. I'm just saying, the streets ain't a good place to be.
Right.
But God damn it, you ain't going no goddamn. Don't see your sons in the NBA. This is what's gonna happen. You understand? You're gonna have a man grab your rod, come sit down next to you. Jesus Christ. But once again, that's Greek culture. That whole thing that you just described about the legs between their hands. I mean, you think they didn't do that during the Greeks?
It's obvious those chairs are too goddamn small for those 6'8", 7 foot goddamn giants who sit next to each other like this, knees touching and everything, the slapping on the butt, the showers, how the showers are public. There's no
That's what I'm
divide
saying.
between the showers. All of it is gay.
That's what I'm saying. Smacking on the posterior, all of that is the white man society. That's why when you in it like these cats, there's nothing wrong with him letting this 12-year-old come out and say, well, he's a homosexual. Go ahead and play some more.
Constant.
Any more on that
Bro,
scripture?
like that's how I go. Understand you.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead, keep reading.
Romans chapter 1 verse 27, middle of the verse. Men with men working that which is unseemly.
Working that which is unseemly, man. Men with men is unseemly. It doesn't make any sense. The whole reason you have sex with a woman is for the pleasure. You understand? But also, that's how you bring more children. That's how you bring more children into the earth. You so swept them into what our oppressors teach us, you are negating the natural course of this earth. Of how you procreate with a woman. Because you believe, well, my son, man, I got to support him, man. And he said something else that I hate to say too, that the Christians always say, that unconditional love. Unconditional? Even God had his love based on conditions. You obey my laws, you'll be blessed. You don't, you'll be punished.
Right.
Ain't no unconditional love. God don't even have unconditional love. These are the Lord's conditions. Obey this commandment. Obey that commandment. Don't eat this. Don't eat that. You can eat this. You can eat that. Don't have sex with that. Don't wear this if you're a man. Those are the conditions of God's love.
Right.
The hell are you talking about unconditional love? That is Christian, man.
Straight Christian.
That is Christian. The unconditional love. I hate that word. I hate that word. That whole phrase.
Right.
Unconditional love. What the hell does that mean? Go ahead, play it out.
Okay.
Now, it's some things that's going to, while you try to go down that process, this is what's going to come at you. It's going to be a lot of negativity. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of hate. And it's not even just from my son's sexuality. It's just about a young black man, or a young black woman, first and foremost, right? So everything that comes with it. So for us, man, when I respond to things socially, I'm not responding because you hurt my feelings. I'm not responding because I even care enough of what you're saying, because it's we say in the hood, it's ignorant. I understand my platform. I understand that I'm speaking for a lot of people that don't have the same voice that I have, right? As a father, or I'm even speaking for my 12 people right now because I have.
He said something very important, that a lot of black fathers don't have the voice that he has because he's in the position that he is, being famous and being an ex-NBA superstar, which is also why it's important for you to stand on the commandments and stand on the laws of the Most High when you face with trials like this, man. You're supposed to say, man, listen, man, I love my son. I love my son, and I believe in the Bible. And God says that it's wrong to be a homosexual.
Right.
And this world pushes homosexual. He could change their minds up there.
Right.
Because they nasty homosexuals as well, and they love everything and have unconditional love for everything too. Have unconditional love for the pedophile too. Right. Like, this is how stupid these cats is, man. Because they will be stupid enough to say, listen, I educated myself. A pedophile is born that way. The next thing you know, your 2-year-old is who just learned how to walk is walking out the door with some grown ass man, man. And you say, well, I had to understand, had to educate myself, had to look myself in the mirror. This is the idiocy that we live in today, man. You're supposed to look at it and say, man, listen, since I got a voice, I'm gonna say what's right, man. But you know why he did? Because he done lost all his money, just like Kaepernick. He kneeled. He ain't say nothing. If he'd have said something against himself being homosexual, he'd have lost all his endorsements. He'd have lost everything. So he just standing with it. Press play.
Allow him to sit in front of a microphone yet, but I'm speaking for so many others, in the LGBTQ plus community. So.
You said
plus,
like I said, stop there, stop. I'll break this down. Hold on.
It's like they didn't add stacked up so many perverted acronyms. I don't know how recent it was, but they're now, I think this will be the last change to their name, their acronym. It's the LGBTQ plus, is whatever letter they decide to add. P
plus pedophile, plus necrophiliac, plus incest, plus bestiality, plus, man, what in the hell is you think you doing celebrate Christmas in this place?
So like,
go ahead.
So you mean whatever they feel like added another group, they can just plus one?
Yeah, like plus necrophiliac. I like having sex with dead body. And listen, that's been coming up too. Yeah. Police officers sexually assault a dead body. Yeah. You understand all of that? Oh, he gotta say I'm LGBTQ plus. The hell is he talking about, man? Like, we is, my brother, we got to separate from America fast. We're gonna stand against this. We'll die for this, man. Right. And the reason I die is because I don't want my son to be an LG plus, man. Right. The hell is that, man? I'm LGBT plus. Plus what? The be like, bro, we ran it down. Bestiality, necrophiliac. That's disgusting in itself. You got a decaying body. And listen, I'm gonna stop there. Commander GEN.YAHANNA said all these things was going to happen. Commander GEN.YAHANNA said they're going to let the homosexuals, then they're going to let the pedophiles, and now slowly and surely, the pedophiles coming and saying, hey, I'm plus me. You understand? Plus me, add me. Then after that, the necrophiliacs. The incest, forget about it. That's already been going on. Fathers molesting their daughters. So molestation is going to become unconditional love. That's what it's going to be. Like, I love my daughter so much, she came out of me, I just started to love her. That's going to be your unconditional love. While we in the UPK is building a big ass wall to keep you up out of here. Right. To keep our children safe from your unconditional love. Damn right. Keep your unconditional love outside. Right. You want to say something? No. You want to say something? Go ahead.
concert, about May 2, right? They making it so easy in the society to just do deviant shit.
Right.
It's like deviant stuff. Like when does it stop?
When Christ burned his motherfucking when Christ burned his junk down, man. You understand? That's when it stopped. That's why the Lord said, gather yourselves together. Like the cats that stand on these laws in this Bible, in this book, we need each other, man. Because look what's out there. Look what you will get swept up into if you ain't got no knowledge. If you ain't got no understanding, got a good person to lead you. Get swept up in talking about, man, LGBTQ+. You want to be a spokesperson for them. Because you a nasty, vile plus. He one of the pluses. He one of the pluses. Keep on playing the job.
Okay.
The video.
You know, I had to look myself in the mirror when my son at the time was 3 years old. And me and my wife were having conversations about, you know, us noticing that, you know, he wasn't on the boy vibe as I was. And I had to look myself in the mirror and say, what if your son said he's gay?
Stop. See, you know what? He did that, man. He groomed him to do that, man. He did that to that boy, man. 3 years old. 3. He just started to talk when he 3. Just starting to walk when he 3. What the hell is he doing? What he try to put his foot in a woman's shoe? He don't know what the hell it is. Right. He just know that everybody wears this thing. He can't differentiate from a woman's shoe and a man's shoe at 3 years old. He just know that all the big people wear these things. I'm aware. But that's when you step in and say, nah, the girl shoe. And I throw my big boot over there and say, no, where are you? Right. My son 3. He put his feet in my boots. And now, have I seen him try to play with his sister's shoes when he 2? Yeah, because he a baby. He don't know what the hell he doing. Right. But that's when I go over there and say, here, here's a good boot for you. Wear that. You like that? Wear that boot. Right. It's yours, man. Now, I ain't never see that boy do it again. Now, I stand on that, man. I thank Commander GEN.YAHANNA for that, man. Right. Thank the Lord for that, man. He knows what his mom, what's daddy boots, and what's his mother boots. He said, we're 3 years old, notice he wasn't on a boy vibe. What in the hell kind of vibe? That's because you a sexual deviant. All you think about is your rod. Right. You're thinking about your rod and sex. You your wife say, yeah, I got a little feminine. Now, all of a sudden, just so happy he's gay. So you telling me at 3 years old, when your son was 3, you went and looked in the mirror and said, what if my son's gay? He's 3. You groomed him to do that, man. Right. See, you a nasty old plus. One of them old LG pluses, man. Right. You're gonna groom your son to be a nasty sodomite and just say, my son got courage. You did that to him, man. The Lord gonna destroy you for that. Watch. He gonna punish you for that. Keep playing the video.
Constant.
How are you gonna be? How are you gonna act? It ain't about him. He knows who he is.
He's 3.
Who are you?
How the hell he know who he is when he's 3?
Because I've been saying those things.
How do he know who he is when he's 3? How do he know that? He just learning how to talk, man. He says, my son, he looking in the mirror told me, son, what if your son's gay? It's about me. He know who he is. How the fuck he know who he is? He's 3 years old. And then you see how all these Christians, they get their old preacher voice where they try to make you think like them. Like, I don't know what the term called. Where they generalize their thought process. You see, I had to look in the mirror. Which is going to what? Provoke the people to listen and say, well, I got to look in the mirror. And say, is it me? I know who he is. And say, that sounds like a whole sermon that some preacher do in a Christian church, right? That's what you learned up in there. Go ahead and play the video.
Look at yourself. Understand that you the one that got the issues. You the one that got the problem. It's not the kids. It's not the ones who decide that you decided, yeah, they were born a certain way and you said they gotta be that way. It's not life, man. I watched my son from day one becoming to who she now and she's coming to.
Man, he sound like these niggas is yes man. These niggas is yes man. Didn't no one of these niggas say that don't make sense, Dwayne? That don't make sense though, bro. How your son gonna grow up to who she wanna be? That right there is a cliche. Ain't that what they call that? Yeah. Cliche. That's a cliche, Dwayne. Now both these niggas is yes men sitting up on that thing, on that microphone. Nobody say, hey, Dwayne, with all due respect, I don't understand that. How you come up with that one? How you come up with that one? He said it's not them, it's the kid. He said it's not the kids who born away and say they want to be something else. No, it's not the kids, and it's not you, it's the Most High. The Most High seen you a boy, that's what he's supposed to be. The Most High seen you a little girl, that's what he's supposed to be. And then think of all the hell they're gonna have from that little daughter. Little daughter start growing up, she's gonna emulate what she see.
Right.
They confusing the children in their mind. Like a Christian family is a horrible place for a child.
Right.
It's a horrible place for a child. This is one of the last scriptures I'm gonna pull. One of my favorite ones going to Christian church where it said, cause thy children not to pass through the fire, man. Because the Christian church is the reason. And look at his silly ass face. Look at his face he making, Yashma. This is just one of those silly, dumbfounded faces, man. Look like a man. Like, how could you even just stand on and sit there and have the balls to say what you just said? For black people to listen to. Then these two yes men, they're like, you're right, man. I support you. Yep. Yep. You know why? Because they want their money too. Yeah. They want that special. They want to show that they down with their LG plus. They down with their LG plus. Now, can I get the money? Can I get that money too? I want some good old documentary money too. And they all retired. He retired too, the cat that sit up there?
I'm not sure about Matt Barnes. I imagine he did. He's been in the league for a while.
Yeah. All you cats retired. You can't go be no spokesperson for the NBA. You know, when a spokesperson, they sit and talk about the stats and, you know, the development of the new players and stuff like that. If you can't do that, you got to be him. Right. You got to find some other way to make money, right? In America. And like the brother was bringing out, GEN.YAHANNA said, you're going to make money, and the only way you'll be able to make money in America is if you trim your ways and show that you are loyal to America. Right. If you bend your knee to the religion and the philosophy and the propaganda that America pushed, that's the only way you're going to prosper. That's why the Lord told us to gather together. Gather together under this banner of these laws, because we're going to prosper how the Lord say we're going to prosper. You understand? Because even though, that's why, going back to the other scripture, it says, why do thou trimmest thy ways to seek love? Why? Meaning the Lord is asking you, why are you doing this to seek love? You don't have to trim your ways to seek love. Right. You don't have to do it. All you got to do is obey me. You don't have to be a homosexual. You don't have to teach your son to be a homosexual to get a blessing from me. You be righteous. Right. Think about all the righteous, man. I told you my story. After that new special, I get on the train, brother, let me go for 50 cents. Save my little couple of dollars, because I stood on what the Lord told me to stand on, man. I ain't got to go shave my beard and wear a suit and cut my hair and get a shape up and go on the train. You be respecting, you be paying $250 like everybody else. But the priests and prophets of the Most High power, we haven't trimmed our ways. We standing on them. And the people who respect it of our nation, they're going to stand on it too. And they in all areas of this kingdom. Right. They in the bus system, the train system, they in the court system. Right. Where else they at? They in the child protective system. Give me some more. They're in the real estate system. They're in the school system. The Lord will put the spirit on black people to turn their eye away from deviance like this and start to respect the priests and prophets again. Right. For standing on the Lord's laws. That's why we can't trim our ways, man. Right. You understand? Go ahead, I'll read that.
Leviticus chapter 18, verse 21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech.
Listen, it's another one I think in Ezekiel. That's the one I wrote. You ain't supposed to. Molech is a Moab god, a Chinese god, man. Molech. It's a god. You worship that god, you sacrifice your child. He sacrificed his child, man. Talking about, I got to do it for the support of all the L plus, all the LG plus. Got to do it for them. You understand? He 3 years old. I noticed it when he was 3. So I looked at myself in the mirror. I said, what if your son comes here and tell you he's gay? How about you prevent it? The nigga acting a little feminine, throw him a football. Right. That one, that's good. City 21. Throw him a football. You know what I do? I see my son, he come up playing, laughing. I give him a little couple punches. I give him a couple punches, beat him up, throw him on the couch. He ain't rough enough, rough him up. Right. Rough him up. That's what I did with my little brother, but I'm slugging the world. boy, I used to get my little brother that whooping. When we grew up and started being in the streets, my little brother was a tyrant. He whooping everybody's ass. Looking, hey, everybody's ass, he whooping the streets, had my face on him. He was knocking him out. You understand? That's how you gotta raise up a son, man. He ain't rough enough, make him rough.
Right.
Make him rough, make him strong.
Right.
You don't get all weak and go in the mirror and say, what if my son is gay? Well, it's me, not him. He knows who he is. He's 3. He's 3 years old.
Right.
Ridiculous. Any more in this video?
Kind of concept.
Come on.
Right. Nothing changes my responsibilities. Right. You know what I'm saying? So only thing I gotta do now is get smarter and educate myself more. And that's my job.
I went through it, you know, growing up, my oldest brother is homosexual, but I think being around him and understanding being different is the reason why I'm so loved by everybody. Is the reason why I'm able to sit and have a conversation with everybody from any race and be anywhere, because I've seen somebody being different and I love him to stand there and like my brother, he dealt with it growing up. We grew up in the hood. So he dealt with it growing up. But my brother's 6'5", 200, square up. You know, he loves square up. He's square up. But I love my brother to death. And by him being different and being around him as a young kid, it helped me be able to open up to everybody and to love everybody like I do. So it was beneficial to me, not just much as it was to him. It was beneficial to me.
People, they're normal. They're not even different. You know what I mean? This is normal. Everybody get used to it. Everybody get used to it.
See, he about to boast on it. You hear how he about to, you hear how the other cat just gave him some gas. Now he about to boast on it. Now he about to stand on it when both these cats grew up in horrible lives, man. This cat grew up, his big brother, some cat he supposed to look up to. He supposed to look up to your big brother, man. His big brother, a 6'5" homosexual. 6'5". 230. Come on, man. Come on, man. 6'5" homosexual, instead of saying, yeah, my brother went through hell. They don't bring out the stories of the homo. They always try to play homosexuality like it's going to have some happy ending. It's not going to be a happy ending to none of this. The ending for Sodom and Gomorrah was fire.
Right.
The ending for homosexuals in America is the AIDS war.
Right.
Drug addiction, jail.
Right.
Hepatitis. It's a blood-borne disease. The Lord said, your blood, he said, if a man lie with another man as he lied with a woman, his blood gonna be upon him, man. Always paint the picture like, you know, homosexuality is gonna be a whole happy ending, man. Like it's gonna be a whole happy ending. Now he brought out some hardship in them, and now they're not turning it into a hardship. They try to paint it like it was something that they overcame and now it's a good thing. He tried to paint it like, yeah, my brother was a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? When I could probably bet that him growing up with his brother, even he said, man, damn, man, you got to be gay. You got to be a homosexual. But now he said, nah, it just helped me, you know, it helped me accept other people. And that's what Commander GEN.YAHANNA said. They start with the homosexuals and you accept them.
Officer Shaliah said, the dude speaking, I was just talking about a 6'5" homosexual older brother, Steven Jackson. He was a retired NBA player.
Steven Jackson. I bet his brother, I bet his brothers was in the goddamn basketball too. 6'5", nasty homosexual, man. He said, man, yeah, it just taught me to accept people. They gone. All right, then go ahead and accept them homosexuals gone. Now, Commander GEN.YAHANNA said, accept them pedophiles too. They gone. The LGBT plus, like they are so lost out. It is not normal for a man to go in a man's ride. I think the UPK is the last stand of brothers who actually stand on that. It's not normal for men to have sex with men, okay? Right. That's not normal. In jail, they call it gang rape. Right. It ain't normal for you to be doing that like he a woman. That's not normal. Play the video, huh?
So, man, this is the new normal. So, if anybody different, we look at it different, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. The ones that don't understand it. The ones that don't get it, the ones that are stuck in the box. You're different.
Oh, I'm stuck in the box because I like women. Hold up, pause. So I'm stuck in the box because I like women. I'm stuck in the box. I'm staying in this goddamn box. I ain't coming out this box, nigga. And I'm gonna let you in my box. That's an old school saying too. Don't let nobody in your square. You ain't coming in my box with all that. Right. This is the new norm. I'm staying in my box. You understand where I belong? You know what I mean? Y'all want to come out the box and come out the club. Y'all stay y'all ass out there, man. Right. You understand? They said we the ones different. We are different, man. Because in a world full of nasty homosexuals, we choose the latter, man. We choose to have a natural affection to these women, man. To these sisters. He said, you got yourself in the box. And listen, he's talking about himself too. Don't get that twisted up. He said, we the ones in the box. He step outside that box. This was the Wayne cat. He step up outside that box. Him and Gabrielle Union. Right. Who knows what the hell they doing? Stepping outside their box, finding nasty, being right like the Lord said, vile affections. You see some transvestite, you think it's beautiful. Whatever. Stay in my box. Keep playing.
Care, what you want to do from the standpoint. If you want to play a sport, then play a sport. You don't have to be like me. Play a sport and be yourself. Whatever you want to do, is my job to support you and make sure that you have all the tools you need to be, as happy as you can be in this world while you're doing it, while you're growing into the person that you're going to grow into. So they're not different. No.
His responses, the things that he's saying is what white America has programmed us to say. That's not, what he's saying is not nothing that make him, wiser. That's not nothing he studied and found. What he says is what America has programmed us to say. Parents in America, you got to support your child. I have unconditional love. You know what I mean? They're going to grow up who they want to be. I got to let them be who they want to be. You know what I'm saying? It's my job to support them. That's not what the Bible says, man. The responses and the things that he was saying is what America pushed in your mind, man. And all he was doing was regurgitating. And your leaders said in so many words, so many times, man. The same exact things that have destroyed the black family. They have destroyed the black family, man. And once again, buying the father. Like, this cat is buying. That's why his family is all in all confusion. And his son is a nasty sodomite because they bounded this brother. 6'4", whatever the hell he is. They done made this brother weak into the bounds of Christianity. They done weakened him. Now the white man could come in and our president could come in and say whatever the hell that they want to say and teach whatever they want to teach to this man. And he'll teach it to his children. Right. He'll teach it to his children. We, however, in this house, we gonna stand on the laws of the Most High, man. Right. He ain't teaching that garbage. He's teaching that garbage to our children. You see these young UPK soldiers, man? Y'all, how many of y'all brothers seen that picture at the last Passover where all them young brothers standing there with their hands on their fists? That's the generation of sons we raising up in here. Because we leave it up to you NBA players, all of you niggas are being dresses and lip gloss and fingernails. Right. All of you niggas. Look at basketball players like y'all superstars. All of y'all disgusting sodomites, man. These three cats here painted the NBA with such a vile brush and feminine brush. I wouldn't send my sons to be playing no basketball. And who the hell is going to be dribbling the ball while the police are blowing our heads off? You're 6'4". Go marching up and down somebody's block, man. Put on some goddamn boots and grow that hair out and grow that beard out and take your 6'5" ass on a corner so maybe the police won't kill these young black men instead of you letting these young cats who had a run-in with some homosexual encounter have fingernails and lip gloss and tube shirts on, man. Right. Being such a goddamn coward, and you and all your goddamn friends who are also homosexual and have homosexual brothers, you understand what I'm saying? Go bend the knee to this wicked kingdom. You got something to say?
No, I have scripture.
Come on, read it.
Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 21. That thou hast slain my children.
You killed that boy, man. You killed him. 3 years old, you already decided you're going to be gay. Who are you to determine that, man? 3 years old, you don't already let white supremacy effeminate your son. He gonna grow up and he gonna be tall like him. His son's 6 foot. You have a bunch of nasty 6-foot marshmallows walking around that goddamn house, and the only person that's gonna have the goddamn pants and balls is gonna be your daughter. That's it. Because you've been perverted by this society and by this world. Keep reading.
And delivered them to cause them to pass through the fire for them.
You delivered your child up, you delivered your son to America. You say, hey, you tell my son what he's going to be. Here, you gave your child to our oppressors.
Right.
You delivered him up. You delivered him to him. For whatever vile need or whatever lust Dwayne Wade has or whatever care that he has, for him to be able to sacrifice his son in such a manner, I do not ever want that. I do not ever want to know what that feels like. To sacrifice my own children because I'm so selfish. I never want to know what that feels like, man. To let the white man pervert their minds just so I can be loved by the rest of the world.
Right.
Or looked at like, you know, I'm doing something out of the norm. Like the brother said, our leaders and the men of prominence of our nation have always sinned against the Lord, man. You ain't doing nothing different. You ain't doing nothing different. You doing what sinners always have done.
Right.
Especially when you are famous. Especially when you renowned. That's the whole story of the Maccabees. Getting brothers who the people know to do wickedness, to sin. You went ahead and sacrificed your child. You delivered them up. Any more?
That
was it. Man, listen, man. It's the Israelite School of UPK. I'm Captain Card. I'm around in the studio with Officer Bond, you understand, who run the Canada, the Brazil, and Alaska K. Good night, you understand? Also in the studio with Officer Yashima. Listen, man, pay your tithes. 10% of every increase the Lord gives you. Once again, we're in the Feast of the Dedication tonight. Tune in that scripture breakdown class. Also tonight, Commander GEN.YAHANNA, you understand, going to be doing the grill, the black watch tonight. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure that candlestick is lit. Make sure that menorah is lit to honor our brothers who gave their lives and fought for us during the Maccabean Revolution, man. Shalom.
All the smoke in there.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of it either.
More in your way to hate. That's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes, vengeance in my mouth. They don't follow altercation. Situation won't be critical. This message should be easy. The end going clear. Look, flow like a river. It's so like a miracle. Loyalty in my veins, loyalty in my ways. Be a legendary prayer. Bless with me in my heart. It's true in every word. Bring light into the dark. Night never was born. Shit, I praise it in the season. Got to bring it full for those. Just gotta watch you on beat. Not been walking with them angels. So I got just careful for no reason. Niggas made it free. Criticizing all my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me scatter. These niggas made it fat, so I better bear with me some back off. Be with me shit like Satchel. Dumb dogs all boxed out. I honestly I'm comfortable. No room for emotion. So I pull my heart out. This road hard, but I intend to stay. And if it ain't UPK, it ain't in the way. My niggas righteous, they real, they down with something. Feel so deep, drama motherfucker. He say Oh yeah, bro, it's the home. And I don't hate them, brother. I'm just too low to my own. Plus, when they believe, it's hard for me to follow. No right, me, no head. I leave this body, keep it hollow. So when they ask something, you be taken. Absolutely. And I ain't sure my ways, but nothing. Gotta ask the truth. It's not gonna do it down my tail, tucked between my legs. Shit out me thinking. Watching my daughters up in their bed. They so sharp. And a lot of she's so beautiful. But they ain't like other places. And they mad at my usual. Now listen, cause I'm about my father's business. They know the shit I used to do in that damn thing. Never cease. See what y'all was from this world that we weak. I found out that the truth was bitter. The lies are sweet. Tried everything. I guess me and Hannah had to meet. Now I make the blind see. And I make the dead speak. And teach all my little girls the day and day. Now what a man, they better bring your blood again. Shit, chaos rest the time. This block that's my headpiece. And I ain't trying to take them out, but I live in this house. We'll take a check. 144 and then black switch on some hitman shit. She called it 47. I'm praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wet. Fuck you, man. Ass why tell them I'm going to the game. To the grave. Go to the grave. I'm on the break the chains. Go to the grave.
I'm spying on ready to try to get